Phone is somewhere. Okay, guys. Yeah, ciao. Oh, Bay Cobbler. Yeah, it could be actually. I've been so overloaded here, and I was sick for a couple of months, so now I'm just trying to get stuff out of here, which has been here forever. Like, not a school, a business class from Oak Bay School, and they basically interviewed me. Yeah, they came in and asked me all sorts of questions, and they put me on video, and drilled me like kids. Yeah, it was actually cool. It's actually a lot of fun. Yeah, it was a course that they were doing on with business, and for whatever reason they picked this business, and maybe their parents. I have no idea. The funny thing is, one of the guys was a German student, which is funny too, because I was taught from a German guy, and I said to him, I said, well, you know what this is called in Germany? He says, what? I said, it would be a Schuster. He says, oh really? I says, yeah, and if you're a shoemaker, then you're a shoemaker. It's kind of funny. I said, you should know that. Yeah, he from Germany. He lived upstairs. He did the old school way, and he'd eat with the family, then he'd go down the next morning and work. Hi, with you in a sec. And yeah, it was actually really interesting. But yeah, he was funny. Yeah, he'd start drinking his homemade beer at 11 o'clock. He says, what time is it? I said 11 o'clock. He goes, it's beer time. He'd start drinking his beer. By 1 he'd be half snapped, giving shoes to the wrong people. The original owners would come back and say, where's my shoes? He goes, oh, didn't you pick them up? He goes, oh, well, just go out and buy another pair and bring me the receipt. I said, you can't do that. I said, that's ridiculous. He had all the shoes out there. So when I first bought this place, I said, no, that's the first thing that's changing. Then I changed the ticket system. I went to phone numbers with the tickets. So the last number of the phone number goes on that numbered shelf. Nothing's 100%, but it's about as foolproof as I can get in here for someone smelling glue all day long. Yeah, no, he used to do some funny things. Yeah, he just...
What have you seen over the years in terms of the type of shoe and
quality has dropped. There's still quality out there, but you really pay for it now. Yeah, it's I've seen everything here, you know. I mean, I've fixed just about everything here. I remember once, years and years back, I think one of the sons of, is that Hiram Walker Distilleries? He brought this, it was a luggage trunk from an old Model A, I think it was. And he bought it in the auction, and he wanted me to restore it for him. So here I'm restoring this trunk. And then another time, somebody came in with fireplace bellows. I overhauled that. I don't do any of that stuff anymore. I've got time. I barely have time to repair anymore. But yeah, I fixed all sorts of things. Another time I had this interesting gentleman come in here with a piece of leather, and he's like, yeah, I was wondering if you could help me with this. It's just in pieces, and I was wondering if you can fix it. And I said, sure. Wasn't until I got it all back together again, I realized it was basically a thong. So when he came in, I was really upset. But I had two elderly ladies here, and I couldn't blow my cork on them. I was like, don't ever bring anything like that in here again. But, and yeah, that was kind of stepping over the line for me, but yeah.
I guess you see everything, eh?
I've seen just about everything in here. Yeah, I've seen some most interesting things, that's for sure. My clientele is everything and everybody. You know, I've had politicians, actors, actresses, directors, publishers, nuclear physicists, yeah, doctors, surgeons, I've had teachers, principals, just about everything under the sun I've had in here over the years. Yeah, really fascinating. Yeah, it's just, I mean, there's tons of work. It's just there's not enough guys doing it. That's the problem. That's the big problem. Not enough guys doing it. Always look for something right in front of me. So many things here. That's over there.
So what do you make of the sneaker generation?
Sneaker generation? Not as much as they do in Europe. In Europe, huge there. You know, I had a guy who was interviewing here once, worked at Viber boots, and he was from the Ukraine, and he showed me pictures in France. It's a big thing too.
Oh, I have a question. How do I clean a belt?
How do you clean it? What, sorry?
Well, I found some dread pan. I need to clean my brown belt. I did say I got some. You know what? I got some pee on. Maybe it doesn't smell nice. Is there a way to clean it out?
Is it a belt?
A leather belt.
Leather belt. What color?
Brown, like dark brown.
Dark brown. Use NeoClean, or I got some over there. It's great stuff for that.
I come back next week. I only need it until next month. So
sure. Just come on back next week.
Oh, I will. You know I will.
Okay, doctor. Ciao, ciao.
Yeah.
A guy like this, he's funny. Coming here all the time, talk your bloody ears off. Nice enough kid. But yeah, talk. Yeah, interesting. There's a lot of money in sneakers. Like this, as I was saying, yeah, so I had a Ukrainian guy in here, a young guy. Used to be a soldier in the Ukraine, and he's here with his wife and beautiful little daughter and beautiful wife. He's working at another place, and he wants to get extra money. So I reached out to the Ukrainian, or the community, to see if there was anyone who knew how to do this, and he actually had a business in Kiev. Well, he specialized in running shoes, basically taking running shoes completely apart and insetting all sorts of patterns and just panels and everything else. Big thing there, really big thing. I have friends in Germany. Runners are a big thing. France, and there's certain repair shops, they won't do any of this. They do runners. It's like a big thing, which I thought was interesting, but it's usually not cost effective. The problem with them is they're not really put together all that well anyways. But, yeah. Hello there. Just a couple stacks there. That's where the nailing's gonna be. Yeah. It's funny, the German guy who taught me, my predecessor, he was hard to work with. Everything you did was wrong. There's always another way, he says. There's always another way. And if I use one too many of these little wires per heel, he goes, you know what that costs per year? He had it down to a fine science. A little eccentric. Yeah, he was a funny guy. I have you done here in a couple things here. Log in here for the time I wasn't here. But I'll give you a call as soon as I get it all done. Okay? Great. Yeah, a lot of people think it's like a breeze, eh? I'm just like, really? I'll be glad when my time is done. Printed, but it's leather lined, leather insoles instead of vinyl. Your feet don't get hot. They don't, you know, it's just, and so much of the stuff now, I mean, just unbelievable, just garbage. Just
Well, do you
garbage.
see a trend in people buying better quality now? Or?
I've been doing this for 40 years. I've never seen so much of a call for work now. That, and then also out of all the shops in Victoria, last year 11 have closed down.
Yeah.
That's a lot. So this lady here comes from, you know, from the peninsula. I've actually got over here, I've got a receipt and a tracking number for the mayor of, oh, where is she from? Haida Gwaii. She was in here a couple weeks ago, and she happened to be in town with her husband, and she asked if I could do these and send them up to her. I says, well, you go to the post office and you get a prepaid postage box, which she brought back. She paid for it. She gave me a nice tip. And I sent it to her. It took about a week and a half to get it done. It'd probably take a little while to get up there, but hi to Guai. She says, yeah, the guy I've gone to before, he said he couldn't do these. I said, well, they can be done. It's just a lot of guys don't want to basically think about how things can be done. They just want the easy stuff. Well, that doesn't really serve everybody well, you know. Hello there.
See,
How are you?
Look at this. It's like he takes the time to polish these shoes.
And with patent, you really have to, because patent's leather,
I mean, like,
plastic
I got
over top of
stuff
leather
to
and
do
or
that.
vinyl and something like this.
Yeah.
This cleaner is amazing. It's just, and I mean, you know, I used to be in automotive and mechanics, and you know, it takes nothing to wipe off the top of a battery if you're changing the oil. First impressions. People look, they go, oh my gosh, that's just great. I'm like, well, yeah, it just takes a second. But you know, I just mentioned that that I had the mayor of Haida Gwaii in here, this young lady, and I fixed her stuff. She gave me a good tip. She got a prepaid box. I shipped it to her. Haida Gwaii. She goes, well, the guy who used to do that, you know, who does my stuff, he said, well, this can't be done. I says, yeah, it can be done. He just doesn't want to do it, or he's not creative enough to do it, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what you got?
Just curious.
Yeah.
It sounds like you accept prepaid boxes. If I went and got you one of those, just because I'm only in town for a few more days,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm hoping I could get those shipped up to Whitehorse.
Mm-hmm.
Just needs to be resold. There's a big chunk out of from the talus slopes up north. Slopes, lots of rocks up north.
It's a tough one.
Is this
Is
one?
that just from hiking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the real, is this from things eating or just the
I think
rocks?
it's just rocks. Yeah.
So you kind of got it here too.
Yeah.
Oh.
It'd have to be this whole
Well,
everything, right?
no, actually, in a case like this, in a case like this, you could, I mean, anyone in this kind of business, if they tried to redo that, they just don't have the materials for it. Or
Yeah.
you have materials, but you're Mac tacking it, you know.
Yeah.
This is what. Okay.
Because
There's-
the uppers are in good
yeah,
condition. They're not cracked.
The tricky thing about a lot of these materials is after a while they crumble, and then it's like trying to glue to sawdust,
Yeah.
which is tricky to do. In a case like this, you would basically just grind the wedge off here and just build this up and just try to shape it the best you can.
Yep.
And then grind all this down and replace it. Use this as a bed, like I gotta do with this guy who's an arborist for the city of Victoria here. This one here, it's not bad shape. I may have to build this up here a little bit, but I'll grind all this off here. And I'll order in some soles, but this is actually a really good one here. Expensive, I think it's about $600. This is actually in really good shape. To do something like that, like what does it cost to replace them? Do you know? Okay. Yeah. So something like this, I just sand that, just smooth that off. Smooth this a little bit. I mean, there's nothing pretty. Smooth that, grind that down. Use this as a base. Build this up. Man, oh man, you're gonna, yeah, because you're gonna be probably easily. Put a little wedge in there. And on something like that, it's going to be over $200 anyways.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might be into
Plus shipping. So.
yeah, plus shipping and you know tax and all that. I suspect like with those ones, those there with the soles I'm ordering in for those ones, and then I have to show you what I have in stock, and then if not, I can order some. And like on this one here, this actually it's called a Vibram 1219 Malaz. One of the more expensive ones.
Yeah, but that's not going to be what's on this, right? This is also Vibram, but.
Yeah, that's Vibram there. In a case like that one, I would probably.
Yeah, 200 plus. We're thinking.
Here, I'll give you an idea. There's this one here.
I am at the Cobbler, and
It might be about 210 or so, I'm guessing. But here.
The sole is apparently very tricky because of you know how there's kind of a foam base between the sole and the upper that's kind of crumbling, and to replace the sole and sand it down and all that, it's going to be probably 200, 210 plus shipping. Is that something you want to do?
And tax and everything.
Plus tax. Yeah. If you're fine.
Hello there. How are ya?
Good. How are you? You like
Fantastic. With you in a couple of secs there.
Yeah. No okay. Plus shipping and tax. Oh no, shipping would be less than that. I think I'll just go get a box.
Actually, you know what? Shipping, to ship those, the box that gal from Haida Gwaii, the mayor, hers was, I think it's about 25 bucks,
Yeah, so you can get a flat
28
rate-
bucks,
you
a
can get
flat rate
flat rate
anywhere in
box,
Canada.
yeah.
It's actually a good
Flat
deal.
rate box, it's only like 20-25 bucks. Those are the
It would
tax.
probably fit that too. As a matter of fact, I think
Just for traction
well, I did have one. I think I got rid of my
That's
boxes.
actually
But yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, so like say in a case like that, that's probably the heel or the sole that I would use on it. You use that as a base. You grind it all down. They save about 210, 220, give or take tax and shipping on top.
So that's the sole you would use. Are you able to get a similar? Because this one, see the lugs.
It's kind of a standard one.
It just doesn't shed the mud as well.
Yeah. Okay. So with Vibram, what Vibram ordered, or what this company got Vibram to send them for the construction of their boots, you'll probably never ever
You'll
get
never
that
get
again.
it.
You'll probably
Right.
never get it. So, and then depending on here, I'll give you an idea. That one there.
They're looking more kind of almost similar to that, right?
It would be nice if they gave you a 3-dimensional side view. That's this one here. There. Okay.
Are you able to order any of these, or just?
I'm actually doing an order next week.
Okay,
Actually,
so
yeah,
if I
because
picked-
I have to order in soles with this one
Yeah.
here.
If we're gonna spend, you know,
Oh, yeah.
$100, might as well get a
Yeah.
sole you like.
I don't blame you. Okay, so
I think one of those two, just looking at the patterns, that or that.
okay, now depending, the prices on these fluctuate all over the place, especially now with exchange rate, and
That's fine.
the other thing hasn't kicked in yet. This one I haven't ordered. If they have it, this one, see, this is a cup sole, so this one wraps up over the toe.
Okay, so not.
Yeah,
not that one, that one then?
yeah. In a case like that, I would actually grind it down level anyways, and just glue it straight to the flat.
Yeah.
What you can have, or what you can do, so I gotta place this order. You're heading back. Okay, so if you look on there, it's a little screwy, but LaBelle Company out of Vancouver. If you look on Vibram soles, and the 1219 Malaz is the one I'm ordering for that one. No, it's a 1219 Malaz, Mulaz. It's actually a really good sole. I think this one here is almost double the price. It's like ridiculous. And then they don't really give me a lot of dimensions besides 14 mil there.
Do you have a vague idea of what it looks like? Like it, because like this, I think that is for casual. Like that's for city or like park walking.
What? It's the only day. It's the only day I didn't bring my bloody phone here. Let's just take a few seconds there, my dear. Basically, the tricky thing with this kind of stuff too is a lot of like if this is I'm not that familiar with this, but if it's a German one, Mendel's, Rikers, I see a lot of problems with them. Zimberlins, where the mid base starts to crumble, and that's got nothing to do with me. It's the material itself. This one doesn't look bad except it's chewed up from the rocks.
So when you say the mid base, the
This
underneath here,
this here, the midsole itself. Yeah.
like the foam.
Yep.
It's the foam, right?
Yep. Yep. So what can I do for? I'm trying to squeeze everyone through here.
I just have these that are in terrible shape,
Oh yeah, I've seen that before.
and I'm wondering if they
Yeah.
can be fixed.
That's a tough one. Just give me 1 sec here. One sec here. There. Good. Yeah, there's nothing I can do with this. I mean, you basically have to get in there and chisel all of this out with. I mean, you could probably do something with it, but the only problem is trying to glue to this. That's a whole different ball of wax. Just how good it would even glue.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd pretty much have to take the time to try to chisel all that crap out of there, and then you lose the cush of this, and then just glue a leather liner in there, and then in a case like that, is it going to be thick enough? How's it going to feel? And it's a lot of work and a lot of cost. Something I wouldn't do. And now also what they show on there and what they actually have in stock, and he's basically the supplier from, well, let's just say, all the way from.
So, just out of curiosity, when they both say cupped full, that means different. Like, so this is the one cupped full 1219.
Yeah, okay, so,
Can you show me
okay,
the cup? I'm just
okay.
curious.
Cup is on the toe.
Yeah.
You see on this one here, it's completely flat. The other one,
Was kind of going up a
yeah,
little
yeah,
bit, like
it
angled up.
basically wraps up
Okay.
over the side, all the way around the back of the
Which
heel
can
and
be hard to
everything.
bond on, or?
Really, really hard,
Okay.
especially with this stuff here. Like myself, I wouldn't even attempt it myself. It's just not it's not the right application for
Totally,
for
yeah.
this one here.
Mhm.
Hello there. Hi. Fire away. I've had so many people coming and going.
I'll come back.
Just as soon somebody to be really into it. Nothing but a lot of stuff in here where people are into it there, and then when they leave, I order stuff in, I do the work, and I never get paid. Like,
No people pay you before they do it?
no, it's usually paid after, but that's changing. Because I've always trusted people, and now.
From our side, it would be before because you'd be shipping it, so that'd be
Well,
the only way to get.
In that case, there, yeah.
Okay, so this one is that one like flat, and then would that one be doable or not so much?
That's gonna be cupped as well. Yeah, so cupped, not. Yeah, it's. What one's that one? There's so many of the ones, you know, they're forever changing depending if they're from Italy, if they're from the States, because that's what Vibram is. There's two different areas. On this one here, that would, I'm actually not familiar with this one. Let's see. Okay, so another thing as well with this stuff is in general the Vibram soles should all feel the same. Should technically feel the same. It's always hard when it comes with a particular one and folks are used to that.
I don't think it's like the particular one, but I have walked in quite a few different that shed when we're walking in so many different conditions, and often we go on quite long
Yeah.
hikes, and it's just
I'm actually not a hiker. My brother,
Yeah.
he's like the hiker.
yeah.
The Kluduck trails up in the Souk Hills.
Oh, yeah, I used to do those when I was a kid.
Yeah, he's the photographer guy. He's the guy that goes up there and puts cameras up in trees and gets these photography shots.
Yeah, is it Gary?
Gary, it's my brother.
Oh, it's your brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't,
I've met Gary.
didn't you notice the resemblance?
No, I haven't seen him in a good.
Yeah,
20 years.
you know what? I just never see him. It was his birthday yesterday. Just never see him, never hear from him. What's
Yeah.
West Coast Canuck or some bloody thing he calls himself? But the photography, the pictures he gets, unbelievable. I know when my dad was in the old folks' home before he passed, my brother took all sorts of pictures in there. The staff was blown away. They couldn't believe all these natural pictures of, you know, like cubs with cougars and playing and in the dark at night and bears humping and this here, you got to do this here, because you see this here? If you don't, this is all going to tear the entire thing. So the biggest problem with this is belly leather. It's garbage. It's what they chose to make it with. The belly of the cow.
Oh, okay.
The way the good Lord makes us. It's more fibrous around your tummy for expansion.
Right.
Get around the shoulder, the ass, the rump. It's a lot tougher. It's more like velvet. A lot stronger. I don't know if anybody else does this kind of crap.
So at what point do you say, well, maybe it's just not worth fixing? Like if you're a customer.
Yeah.
The shoe
Is
is
it
worth
based on-
however much the customer wants to pay.
Exactly.
Is it based on the value of the shoe or the sentimental value?
It's
or?
both. It's in a lot of people. It's actually sentimental value. But then something like this, that's what I say. You know, I mean, I can't even predict what this is going to be like until you actually get the bottom off. See, it only showed that, but this is all garbage. It was all glued to there and ripped, and you know there. See, like here, like it's not even up here. See that there? It's just, and what little bit is there? I mean, that's just ridiculous. That's just madness. So then what I got to do here is I got to glue a real thin piece of leather in there, real thin, down through here, all the way down into here. Just put a patch in here, glue it, run a stitch along here, and then glue that and flatten it down. In other words, replicate that all the way through here, and attach that to it and run a stitch around it. It's just, you know, it's just. I gotta stop doing jobs like that. It's just not fun.
I think you have to be very patient to do this kind of work.